After filming East Thurrock's opening game of the season, where they drew 2-2 with Bury Town, the next time I joined up with the squad, they'd played 3 more league games, winning 1, but unfortunately losing the following 2. That left them with 4 points from 4 games, and with some already tipping John Coventry's side for relegation, their next fixture against local rivals Grays Athletic became all the more important. To add fuel to the fire, Grays were sitting pretty at the top of the Ryman Premier with maximum points from their first 4 fixtures. So, on a very rainy Saturday afternoon, I headed to Rookery Hill, the East Thurrock stadium they used to share with Grays, until the 2 clubs parted ways rather unceremoniously. Before kick-off, I caught up with John Coventry to hear his thoughts on the big rival match.
Well, I mean, it's only sort of developed over the last couple of years. Obviously, going back before that, we was never competing with Grays. It became a recent thing after they had all their problem and got demoted and all that. And then we find ourselves in same division, and then we find ourselves doing a grand share. So, you know, it's Celtic Rangers, if you like, Man United, Man City. It's quite nice to have it a bit, really. It's a bit spicy, and I dare say you'll see some of that today. So, yeah, it's a bit of rivalry. Don't hurt anyone. Now, I spent 8 years teaching in a school in Grays, and a lot of their supporters went to that school and families and that. So they sort of know me quite personally, and I dare say I'll be in for a bit of stick today, but that's fine.
Come on, massive starts here today. Come on.
They think they'll fucking turn up here and bully us. That doesn't happen.
We're about to take loads of shit this week off of them little comments. Relegation favourites we are, apparently.
No, boys. Doesn't happen. We do not get bullied. We stand our ground. We compete all over the pitch.
And so East Thurrock versus Grays Athletic kicked off. The first chance fell to the Rocks when David Bryant fed in Nathan Curratang, whose shot was saved by the Grays keeper. Moments later, East Thurrock goalie Darren Boucher reacted quickly to deny a close-range effort from Grays. Next, David Bryant showed his strength in the box as he held off a defender, turned and saw his shot sail narrowly over the bar. The first goal eventually came when Stuart Thurgood's free kick slipped through the hands of the Grays keeper, giving the Rocks a 1-0 lead over their rivals. In the second half, David Bryant doubled the home side's lead when he went past his marker and struck a brilliant left-footed finish into the top corner. Nathan Curratang then had a series of decent shots saved, with a free kick forced over the bar, a low shot that was pushed out for a corner, and then a third strike that was parried in the direction of Leon McKenzie, who did well to square the ball to Bryant, who got his second goal of the game and made it 3-0 to the Rocks. Full-time score, East Thurrock 3, Grays Athletic 0. After the match, I had a chat with club secretary Neil Spate.
Absolutely delighted, and fair play to Grays Athletic. We've just seen a tweet from some of their fans, and we know there's no love lost between us, but they tweeted straight after the game, well done, absolutely spanked us, absolute local pride in your team. So fair play to Grays for acknowledging it, but all they were doing was telling the truth. It was a fantastic team effort. Everybody put everything into it. It was all that we wanted from our lads today. We got the result that we absolutely thoroughly deserved. It took John nearly 3 years to build his last team, and this one I think he's put together in a few weeks, and they're showing all the right signs.
Come on, you Rocks!
We've heard some negative comments about us, we're not as good as last year and all that stuff. Well, perhaps we ain't, but today we've done everything properly, and I thought it was a real solid and in the end very entertaining performance as well. We can't get carried away because in 48 hours we've got to go and do it again, and you know, that's the nature of the game, isn't it? It's, you know, if you get carried away, it just comes back and kicks you, doesn't it?
Just 2 days after the victory over Grays, the Rocks were back in action away at Carshalton in South London. The Robins presented a different kind of challenge as they were sitting 19th in the league and were still looking for their first home win.
First minute. Buy a ticket for £1 and it gives you a time on it. And if they score the first goal on that time, they win the money.
If it's not offside, yeah. come on, you rocks.
The fact that you've got 3 points Saturday is not coincidence to the fucking work rate you put in. It's really simple. That has to be repeated, and then you've got every opportunity of doing the same again today. Make sure you fucking work hard.
Go on, boys, nice one, same tempo. That's 10.
Shall we check set pieces so we know what we're doing?
The game started well for the Rocks as Stuart Thurgood's lofted pass was chested down by Leon McKenzie into the path of David Bryant, but the striker's shot went wide. Minutes later though, Carshalton found themselves 1-0 up when a coolly finished shot gave the Robins fans something to cheer about. Soon after, the Reds had a chance to go 2-0 up, but their striker blazed a close-range effort over the bar. The second half saw John Coventry use all 3 substitutes and they immediately made an impact. None more so than Luke Wanadio, who equalised for East Thurrock when David Bryant got the ball to him in the box and he calmly lifted his shot over the keeper.
The equalising goal for East Thurrock United, scored by number 15, Luke Wanadio.
Wanadio made himself a hero when he got a second goal from the bench, minutes later, with a firmly struck finish, giving East Thurrock the lead. Final score, Carshalton 1, East Thurrock 2. So it was a great bank holiday weekend for the Rocks, picking up 6 vital points and silencing the critics in the process. After the match, the Rocks manager praised the role his substitutes played in the victory.
The 3 subs have all come on and massively affected the game. And it's rare that happens, all 3 of us.
Here we go. Best track of the week. This is how we do it.
Sand dancing straight.
Next up for East Thurrock, the Rocks come crashing back down to earth with a tough double header against Hornchurch in the League and FA Cup.
Bollocks! I tell you what, I'm fed up. It happens to us every fucking time here. And I don't want it to happen today. So when you go out there, and I want you to put all your good work, put it all in, right, with a little bit of fucking that, and a little bit of that, and come off a bit of a win, because you're better than that.